Next, we've got a rematch from Week 3, where the Chiefs made it 13 wins in the last 15 against the Chargers. Can LA split the series for a second straight year?
The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California. Byron Pringle now to return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Patrick Mahomes now in his 5th season with the Chiefs, ready to bring out this high-powered Kansas City offense for the first time.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, a tough task for this defense facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front-runner and MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I'll guarantee you that defensive staff went through all of them this week in preparation. But bottom line, they want to avoid giving up the big play. They're going to play what they call top-down defense and make sure no one gets behind them.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 43. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gerald McCoy gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, they got him again. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised him and came on the blitz instead, and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
And that will be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. So on fourth down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. This from 42 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chargers set to go on offense for the first time, and they are led by the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020. Now in his second season out of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And he stopped immediately there. John Simon in on the stop. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago. 22 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown. And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long. But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Goodwin. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. More from L.A. in a moment. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. fights through him. He's got it. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Eckler. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 6 there on 1st. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now here's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Herbert off of play action. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Jarran Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Another Texas start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and a mile. Out of the gun, Herbert. A bullet throw, but incomplete. 4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire is a do-it-all back, and he did plenty on that run. And as a rookie, 803 yards rushing for the season, and Kansas City may look to up his workload a little bit in year 2. The last pick of the 1st round in 2020, he more than justified that selection with his ability to run the football and catch it out of the backfield.
Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
We gonna work.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. And his throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what?
Your Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Keenan Allen marches back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for L.A. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Man, where has the season gone? We're into week 15 now. So let's give everybody a look at what's coming up here on what should be a very interesting weekend of football. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll have to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And finally, on Monday Night Football, we wrap up Week 15 with the Vikings and Bears from Soldier Field. A good one in the NFC North. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A handoff, it's Eckler. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain that time for the Chargers.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And they move this all the way down to the 9. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Herbert. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
Well, he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Well, they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass. So whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watch the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, pass, pass. Finish at the rim. Basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either. Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. On the screen, this is Eckler. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around the sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got Allen, and he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And Cook has it, left side. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. He's going to find Cook here in the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's incomplete. Well, Travis Kelce unable to pull it in, but it's going to be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit on half of them. 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what we thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. The Chargers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Allen's got it complete. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Mahomes now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This is caught. Touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
It's Eckler again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. The Chargers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Herbert now. It's complete to Cook. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for L.A.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this is what we mean when we talk about flipping the field, having your offense look at going a long way to a short way after he makes a play. His ability to do that, evident. Able to make the catch there, keep his momentum going, and just continue downfield.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying it. We all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Yeah, the Chiefs offense ready to go again.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. He was brought down by...
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A little juke. Catch is made by Hardman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now room for Eckler. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 28-20, a little under a minute to go. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Caught out left side by Robinson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Pass complete to Edwards-Helaire. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. That catch good for only a couple. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space.